Hey everyone, we just wanted to make a quick video. We've had a lot of interest in our activities that we normally get up to. So we decided to move all the activities off Corinne's Facebook page onto a dedicated Facebook page. That way we can keep in touch with friends and family and they can keep an eye on what we're up to and make sure that we're still kicking along all right, and maybe, show a little bit of interest for other people in if they want to go to some of these things or do some of these things that we do. So effectively we have been in Canberra now for 2 years, and we've tried as hard as we can to get out and do as much as the times have let us. Unfortunately, COVID put a dampener on the entirety of last year, and not only that, we bought a new Triton at the end of 2019 and it got hailed on in January 2020. So we've
literally a month old.
Yeah. The 20th of December we picked it up, 20th of January it got hailed on.
It's just been an ongoing insurance claim from then, which is sort of...
It's still not sorted to this day.
Prevented us from driving it. I mean, we've still been able to drive it and do things in it, but given it's been an ongoing claim, we've really limited ourselves in what we've been able to do, and then COVID on top of that's really limited us again.
Yeah, we haven't really been able to make the car into what we want it to be, but luckily enough in that time our priorities have been a little clearer, what would suit us more. So it's given us the time to think about how we go out and go and do these things and what's more beneficial for us. So we've made the decision that we're going to buy a new Caravan, a hybrid Caravan anyway. So
very exciting.
A mix between a camper trailer and a Caravan, and that sort of gives us the best of both worlds. It's not so big that we can't lug it to all these places that we want to go to, and it's meant to go off-road. We're just going to put up some videos on the places we go and what we get up to try and show people. It's what we do. It might spark interest in some, it might not in others. Along the way, when we eventually take delivery of the replacement ute, I'll put up some videos of doing things to it. I know that on the Facebook page for the Tritons, people are always asking the same questions over and over again. So if I can help anyone by just putting up a video on doing some simple things, then hopefully they can just watch that and be able to do it themselves, save themselves some money.
So the page will have lots of things in it, different attractions that we go to, different camping trips that we take, different places that we go to, and also modifications that Jason does to either the ute or the van. I guess I'll be doing some minor modifications to the van, bit of labelling here and there.
You'll label everything.
Storage ideas, things like that.
Yep.
So I guess we wanted to share with you the van in which we brought and how we came to that decision. As you've seen in one of our previous posts, we had done a lot of research. If I had to estimate, it would have been about 8 months worth of research. We went into the idea of buying a van with the Forbes 15 in our mind. We'd seen a lot of that. We've physically been in them. We really liked the layout of them. It's safe to say we actually really liked every part of them. We joined the Facebook page, which sort of just cemented what we already knew about them, and that was that they were pretty good. So
we went into this thinking it was going to be fruitless and we were going to buy a Forbes 15 plus, but what we discovered was, we started with 10 possibilities. There were 3 that really stood out to us, and that was due to a mix of things, whether it be quality or whether it be price. Effectively, we just wanted to get the best value for money. So we ended up with 3 that we were deciding out of, and it was the Oztrack 10MI X15, the Forbes MDC Forbes 15, and the Jawa Infinity 15. And we sat down and physically printed out all the specs and things off the various manufacturers' websites and highlighted the things that were the same with each van, and then went through what we need and what we want. And the layout between two of the vans was the same, and one of them differed a little bit, but it wasn't significant. But what we found, that one of them was just, for the price that you paid, you got more than the others. So you got better quality, better brands. For the accessories, like the 12-volt stuff, it was all Enerdrive gear. You got an extra water tank on top of the other ones, so you had more water storage. The suspension was all brand name.
Same for the jockey wheel. It was one that people didn't tend to get it and replace it straight away.
Yeah, which, a few of the vans all of the vans, we joined all of their Facebook pages and searched for problems, common problems, things that people do as soon as they get their vans. And the one that we ended up choosing, the people can't speak highly enough of the van, and they can't speak highly enough of the company as well. So we feel like we've made the right choice, and that choice might not be right for everyone, but we feel like we've made the right choice in choosing this brand and this van, and we feel like we'll be supported if the need does arise that we need to have any warranty work done or anything like that. And
This brand really only came to us of very recently. It wasn't even in the 10 that we were choosing from originally. We'd actually stumbled across it, so it is quite a it's a new-ish brand. But when I say new-ish, they've been around for quite some time. They're just not as well known as the Forbes or those bigger brands. But from the little interaction that we have already had with them, we are 100% sure that we're going to be supported if there was anything that was to happen to it, or not even that, but if we had any questions. I mean, we inquired about this van, in the last couple of weeks. Their customer service that they were able to provide to us was incredible, and we ended up deciding on buying the Jawa Infinity 15. That was the van we chose, but we bought that sight unseen. So we've seen a lot of pictures, we've watched a lot of videos on YouTube and things like that, and we're pretty certain that we know everything about this van. But the things that we didn't know, we just sent an inquiry off to Jawa, and Scotty, who's like the front man of their brand, was the person that called Jason and spoke to him about it. And really any if we did have any minor thoughts that, is this a good idea or anything like that, he was able to just put all of that to bed right there and then, and also fill Jason in on more information about him that we may not have been aware of. So straight away we knew we'd made the best decision. And then there was the minor modifications that we wanted. This van that we ended up buying doesn't come with a microwave. That was something that we really wanted in our van. And straight away, Jawa were more than happy to accommodate that, obviously for a price, but the price was really reasonable, and that's what we were really happy with. So, we made an investment that I think people of our age probably aren't making these days. Yeah. People are out buying houses and stuff like that, but for us, this is what we wanted. We looked at buying a house in the location that we are, which is in Canberra. We looked at buying that property, but it's actually cheaper for us to build here than to buy. I mean, you can buy something here, but you're going to pay as much as you would to build something, and you're probably buying something quite old. However, we ran into the issue that we were running out of time in us being able to live in it within our posting. The lead times for actually building are quite large. So it was, 12 months for land to settle, and then another 9 months without delays for the house to be built. So there was potential that we wouldn't even get it to move into the house that we bought. So we just decided that instead of investing in property, we'd invest in our memories and our adventures, and we can invest in property in the next posting or wherever we go to next. And for now we're just going to try and experience. Canberra's such a good location. It's very central. So we can go,
most of the East Coast and virtually anywhere from here, and use it as a home base. So we're going to try and do that and tick off all these big ticket items, and then that way we can we can just record it and document it and put it up and see how we go. But and as for seeing the van sight unseen, all of those hybrid campers are based off the same platform. They all come out of the same sort of factory in China. I can't say if it's the same exact factory, but they're all very similar. And we've gone and looked at a few, gone to different camping and caravanning shows. They're all virtually the same. So we're confident in the fact of what we're actually buying. Like, we've sat in them, we've looked at them, we've scoured the internet, and we've physically been inside something that's similar. And what Jawa has presented is something that is the same as all the rest of them, except for you can just feel that the quality is there, and if the quality was lacking for whatever reason, you can feel the support's there. So that's what we ended up going with. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. It doesn't get delivered until the end of October this year, so we've got quite a bit of time to wait. But we've got to wait till March for the replacement ute, and then we've got to wait until October for the actual van to arrive. So
we're very lucky though that we're in Canberra, because there's so much to do here in the meantime.
Yeah,
like there's so much in where we are.
We've got catching up to do on our adventure box. We haven't finished that off yet. So basically, if you guys are interested, just keep an eye out. We'll put videos up when we can. Otherwise, we'll just put up posts with pictures and descriptions that Corinne has been doing anyway.
Just recommendations, whether we think it's worth doing if you're ever visiting Canberra, or whether it's just sharing information about our experience. That's the main thing for us, is just documenting those memories.
Our big thing is just to try and get out and do as much as we can, so when we look back, we don't go, I wish we had done that. Our big takeaway from Darwin was I lived up there for 6 years, and I did a lot of things, but I also missed a lot of things. And that's a great base to go and see the top half of Western Australia, and we ticked off the Red Centre and all of sort of the southern end of the Northern Territory, but there was just so much up there to see and do. Looking back on it, I wish that I had to put a bit more effort into it, and we don't want to feel that way again. So we're gonna try and just continue to find things to do and find places that we haven't been, and make the most of what we can. So,
and you guys are lucky because you get to share that all with us.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and we'll chat with you later.